Are you in the process of buying your first home or thinking about making your first home purchase? Well, this video is going to go over 5 common mistakes that are made by first-time home buyers so that you can avoid them. Stay tuned. Hello, my name is Jordas.Reyes with the Pro Scout Group right here at Keller Williams Realty in Naples. We focus on residential houses and condos around the Southwest Florida area. Thank you for watching this video. Now, if you are starting the process for your first home purchase, I want to congratulate you. It is a big decision for you and your family. And if you don't already have a real estate agent, I would be honored to sit with you for a buyer's consultation. And what a buyer's consultation does is it takes about 30 or 60 minutes, and sometimes actually it can go a little bit longer. And what we'll do is we'll go through the buying process and discuss your family's wants and needs to make sure that I, as your real estate agent, know exactly what you're looking for. That way, while you're out there working, I can focus on working on finding you the right house for you and your family. Now, through the last couple of years, I have witnessed many different types of mistakes that are made when it comes to buying a house. The list was fairly large, therefore I just really condensed it down to about 5 of the most common ones I think that you should watch out for. Alright, mistake number 1. Can you guess what it might be? Well, you guessed right. Mistake number 1 is going out shopping for a house without ever meeting with a loan officer first. Submitting your application, your bank statements, pay stubs, tax returns, and whatever else they ask you for. You know, I'm not sure where the great idea came out that you should just go out shopping without ever going through this first crucial process. The fact of the matter is you have no idea yet up to this point what you qualify for, and I for sure don't know either. Now you may say, well, Jordas, you know, I went on Zillow mortgage calculator and on there it says that I can afford a $500,000 house. I hate to break it to you. I've seen plenty of situations where someone thought they could afford X when in reality it was much lower. And when this happens, it's a huge disappointment for buyers, and I have seen some buyers get out of the buying process altogether because of this disappointment. There's no worse feeling to see a buyer's energy just deflate when their reality kicks in that they can't get the home that they were picturing in their mind. The second common mistake I see is letting emotions take over to the point where you can no longer think logically to make the right selection for your family. Here's what I mean by that, because it can be tricky. When we start the buying process, we typically will do an in-depth conversation about location, we'll talk about schools, amenities, distance to work, and just the lifestyle overall that you want to live. Now, so far, having this conversation with your agent is a good thing. Here's where emotions can get in the way. Every morning, you'll receive from your agents typically 1 or 2 houses that are marked as a potential match for you. Some mornings, you're not going to get any new homes that are matched. And what happens is right now you get to become a little bit anxious and you start jumping on some other websites to look for homes. All of a sudden this amazing one comes across the screen and you fall in love with it. You send it to your agent, meanwhile wondering why your agent didn't show you this house. Well, it's likely that the house didn't show up in your search because it didn't have something that you were looking for that you marked as a must-have item. Now you send it over to your agent demanding to see the house, and maybe you end up buying it. Where the problem comes is once you've signed for the house and you've moved in, then you start to see that, wow, the house didn't have at least 75% of the things I wanted. Unfortunately, emotions took over and you made a decision that didn't make sense for you and your family. The third common mistake I see buyers make is not considering the advice of the real estate agent when it comes to the offer that they make on a home. At the end of the day, we cannot force you to make a certain offer. We do, however, know some very important information such as what the comparable homes in the area are selling at and what percent to list price is a fair offer and what terms or conditions might be important to that seller that could make your offer stand out. Here's where I see this show up a lot. So we have a house that comes on the market at a fair price, nice neighborhood, and in great condition, right? Now the buyer are tempted to offer a price that's much lower, or maybe they throw in conditions that are not desirable to that seller. The next morning, the listing agent calls us to deliver the bad news. Our offer has been rejected and they went with a higher and better offer. Now, what typically happens for a buyer here is that they get discouraged and sometimes stop looking for a week or two as they rebound from the hurt they feel from losing this great house that they were picturing their family in. Meanwhile, when they're off to the sideline, well, other great homes just like the one they missed out on are being sold to other people. So don't make this mistake and listen to your agent. Our job is to help you get the best price and terms in today's market, which means creating a win-win for you and the seller to get you the best home for your family, of course. The fourth mistake I'll see a buyer make is electing not to do a home inspection. Now, there is the time and place, maybe as an investor with years of experience, where you might buy an investment property with no inspection contingency to maybe make that offer stand out, but even then I still recommend you get one done. Now, that's a risk as an investor that maybe you're okay taking, but as a first-time home buyer, I would never do that. I would not skip the inspection. Typically, when a buyer starts to think about buying a home, they're coming from either a rental or staying with family where someone else was responsible for the repair and maintenance of that home. Now, as a homeowner, repair and maintenance falls on you. So before you get into your new home, you want to make sure that you fully know the condition of the property and its mechanical items such as appliances, the AC unit, water heater, water systems, roof, electrical, plumbing, the list goes on. The home inspection gives you the ability to fully understand the home's condition so you can make sure you are comfortable with it. Now, doing a home inspection can help you avoid and better plan for future repairs that most likely the home will need. The last and final mistake can easily be avoided if you go back to step one and find a great lender that will inform you of the do's and don'ts when it comes to buying a home. Mistake number 5 is making another major purchase like a car, boat, furniture, or anything else on credit. I cannot stress this enough, guys. When you are in the process of buying a home, don't go out shopping for other major items until your home, all your documents are signed and the home is funded. I know that you really want to roll up to your new house feeling good, in your new car, and with the boat in the driveway on the day of closing, but please pump the brakes. This is not the time yet. Wait post-purchase to get the toys and the furniture. Now you might say, well, Jordas, we have no furniture. We sold it so we can have a fresh start in our new house. Here's what I will tell you when it comes to that. Would you rather have new furniture and no house because your mortgage was denied? Or would you rather sleep a couple of days on an air mattress after closing? Well, I don't know about you, but air mattresses these days, they're pretty comfortable. So I'm going to go with that option. Don't let the salesperson at the department store trick you into thinking that your lender is not going to find out about your new $10,000, $20,000 credit line that you opened up. Because guess what? They're going to find out. That's it. Those are the 5 mistakes I see buyers making when it comes to buying their new home. Now that you know what they are, don't make those mistakes. Thank you for watching this video, and if I can be of support to you, please don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is right here on the screen and in the post below. Have a great week and take care. Bye-bye.